Welcome to Relationship Growth, the podcast that teaches you the skills to keep a healthy relationship. Finding love is one thing, keeping it alive is another. Whether you want to bring the spark back or you're looking for that partner you can build a lifelong bond with, this show is for you. Here you'll learn to communicate the real thing, lead your relationship, and build long-term love without losing your identity or independence. I'm your host, Lilly Rachels, and I'll show you how to create a relationship you don't just stay in, you grow in. Welcome to Relationship Growth. I'm your host, Lilly Rachels. If you're one of the OGs, you may be thinking, what happened to growth over easy? And if you go back all the way to the beginning, you may be thinking, wasn't this podcast called Eat Your Peas? And both of those things are true. But now we are Relationship Growth because we've rebranded, because I wanted something that was one, easy to find, and two, straight up letting you know what this podcast is about. And that is about growing your connection with the people that you love, particularly a romantic partner. Now, in the words of Esther Perel, and I completely agree with this, the quality of our lives is determined by the quality of our relationships. And if we want relationships that are going to be supportive and nourishing and fulfilling, we have to put effort into those. I think of your relationship as a houseplant. If you buy a beautiful houseplant from the store and you set it on your counter, you might look at it for a week or two and be like, oh, what a gorgeous houseplant. But if you don't take care of it, it's going to start to dry out, it's going to start to wither, and it will die. And your relationship is the same way. If you get into a marriage, if you get into a long-term relationship, and you quit putting in the work and the effort that you likely put in when you were dating that person and wooing them and trying to get them to want to have a relationship with you, if you stop putting in that effort, the relationship withers away. But if we take that houseplant home and we make sure it gets adequate sun, we water it, we prune it when things are unhealthy in it, that plant can live for a long, long time. And our relationships are the same way. They take pruning, they take sunlight, they take water. We need to nurture them in order for them to grow. And that's what this podcast is about. I'm going to be giving you tangible tools that you can start using immediately to improve your connection, to communicate better, and to build the long-term love that you're longing for. So whether you are in a relationship and it is feeling like you are roommates, it's feeling stale, and you're like, I want this to grow, or maybe you're single and you're thinking to yourself, I have no idea how to maintain a long-term relationship. Maybe I have the dating thing down. I know how to get the dates. I know how to keep someone interested in me for a little while. But when it comes to nurturing a connection that can weather storms, I'm kind of at a loss. This podcast is for you. Because relationships are kind of like going to the gym. You could go to the gym once a month and not much is going to change with your body. But if you go consistently every day, just for a little while, you get some movement in, you start to see changes. And it's the same way with your relationship. The more dedicated you are to growing your connection, the more your connection is going to grow. And remember that we all come into relationships with our own baggage, with experiences that happened to us early on, with the core wounds that we're carrying from childhood. And until we deal with those things, they continue to play out in our romantic relationships. So through this podcast, I'm going to encourage you and give you resources for doing the deeper work, so that you're no longer sabotaging your connection with your partner with things that happened to you before your partner was even part of a party. I am so excited to share what I'm also learning because, spoiler alert, I don't have a perfect relationship and I'm not going to pretend to. I am always growing and I am human. And there are times where I get upset. I get frustrated at my partner for leaving his socks on the floor, like a lot of people. But what I have learned to do is take a beat, ground myself, work on myself, and communicate clearly. And that is what I want to show you how to do. Because I truly believe when we nurture our connection, when we grow our relationships, life becomes so much more fulfilling. When you have that special person that is a witness to your life and you to theirs, I can't think of anything better. So I'm really excited to take this journey with you. I'm really excited about the mission behind relationship growth, and I can't wait for you to come along for the ride. Thank you for listening to Relationship Growth. If you enjoyed this episode and you're a fan of the show, please subscribe and leave us a review. If you'd like to connect, you can join me over on Substack or follow me on Instagram @Lilly Rachels. Let's build love that grows.